Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. For those of you with the M to F 9 to 5, uh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun today, man. I mean, the same fun we've been having because this dude is just one more thing after the other. As I've been saying, he is a fountain of content. so um we there's I believe he's live right now. I don't think I'm gonna stream him. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But um someone uh brought me across his merch site and yeah. Give me 1 second here, folks. Just one quick second. One quick second. Hold on. All right. So we got your we got your hold on, let me get rid of the banner real quick. What's up, cracking cases? Uh let me hold on, do this. Oh no, then it blocks it. All right. All right. So you've got, it's a lot like Teespring. You got your masks and you got your this mask says dying breed. Okay. And the stuff here just says white boy lockdown. Um and now we've got stuff that says defund the media. Okay. And I promise it gets better, folks. So you see where this is going with the defund the media. Get woke, go broke. Wow. And it goes on and on, people. White boys lockdown radio staying solid. The font is awful. But I can't really talk shit because designing merch, it's really it's not my thing at all. I'm terrible at it. But I throw in some incentives. Okay. I don't know if you can read that, but all of these long sleeves, tanks, tees, sweatshirts, baby doll, white guilt, not guilty. White guilt, not guilty. But they're in question marks though. White guilt, not guilty. What does that mean? They're both in question marks. White guilt, not guilty. I don't know what that means. But staying solid, blah, blah, blah. Feelings. This one just says feelings. But he has all those other stuff that says fuck your feelings. Very classy. Neck gaiters and whatnot. Defund disrespectful athletes in a nice pink tank for the ladies. More fuck your feelings stuff. WBLR, we are Whitey Strong. Read that one more time. WBLR, we are Whitey Strong. You can get that in a beach towel. You can get it in a wall tapestry. You can get it a little indoor pillow. And this one, I'm wondering if you can read it. I'm just going to get myself completely off of here. So this way you guys could see these better. Good Dick King. That's what that says. Good Dick King. Hulk smash weirdos. Okay. All right. Um dude, proud patriot. Okay, I'm a proud patriot. I'm with you on that one. Chain gang raised. Okay. Now, I mean, only prisoners, ex-cons will if not, you're a poser if you're wearing this stuff. So I guess he's trying to target the ex-con demographic. State raised. Okay. More state raised stuff. Just a whole bunch of state raised stuff. More white boy lockdown radio stuff. White and not guilty. You can get those in socks, people. Okay. White and not guilty. You can get that. You can even get a fanny bag. You can get a fanny bag to go with your chin strap. Your beeper with the chain. You can get them in joggers, white and not guilty. Okay. You can get an accessory pouch. I guess you put your meth paraphernalia in there. You can get a classic tee, comfort tee, kids premium tee. Oh, yeah. You can buy these for your kids, guys. White and not guilty. Send your kid to school in a white and not guilty shirt. That's fantastic. That is just adorable. More white and not guilty. I mean, he's really proud of this stuff. He's proud of that print there. Stay thirsty, my hose. The media is the virus. Okay. I can't disagree with that either, if I'm being honest, but not to the crazy level that he's at. Because, Fox News is okay in his book, I'm sure. More of the media is the virus. Okay. BLM, Bloods Love Matt. BLM with a question mark stands for Blood Loves Matt, according to this t-shirt. And the fleece blanket says it's white season, bitches. White boy season, bitches. You can get a white boy season, bitches yoga mat. Okay. Oh no.
Across the multiverse, I think.
What in the hell? Oh, that's not good. That's so funny. Oh man, now I got to scroll all the way down all of this craziness. All right. So white and not guilty. And the media is the virus. White boy season. Okay, here we are. Solid honky apparel. That's literally what it says. Solid honky apparel. Okay. You can get that in a comfort tee, women's maple tee. You can get that. You can get that in a wall tapestry and an indoor pillow, like the other stuff. He's only got this. Why doesn't he have this on? He just has it on an image file. So why not just, if he has a logo, certified white boy, and then this is one with himself taking a selfie. Okay, as you can see right there, taking a gym selfie, the douchiest thing in the top three, of my opinion, one of the top three douchiest things you could do, and I don't even know what the other two are. WBLR gang. Okay. Unite White. Let's see what nice things we can get this in. We can get this in a Samsung Tough case, or an iPhone case, or a tote bag, or a fanny pack, stainless water bottle, an accessory pouch. Again, you can put your meth in there. Samsung case, get your meth. Yeah, the little pouch, you put your meth, put your pipe, whatever cleaning things you put in there. You know, your bunch of money in singles that's all crumpled up. Abolish woke people. Abolish woke people. That's what that says right there. And for only $26.99, people, you can get your racist ass apparel. I mean, you can get abolish woke people on anything, dude. Like, you can get it on anything. This is crazy. Crackers crumble, white boys rumble. Okay. I don't know why that's, I mean, Woods worldwide. I don't know what that means. More state raised. Will not comply. Okay. Got food with skeletons on it. That's hilarious. That is clever as hell. And he called it Biden's Halloween. What does that mean? Oh man. Okay. He's got a remix song. I'd like to hear that song, as a matter of fact. The song is apparently called My Crackers. My Crackers. Okay. You could purchase a digital white boy template for $2. And a photo filter. Wow. Okay. Make money, not friends. Let's go, Brandon. Of course, there's Let's Go, Brandon stuff. Stop shenanigans. Okay. The shenanigans must stop. Stop shenanigans, people. This dude is. This one says Sheena. Oh, no, it says shenanigans must stop, but it wraps around. Okay. Wraps around. Oh, look, you can get a little bucket hat that says stop shenanigans. Put there really poorly. Placed horribly. You can get a stop shenanigans grip ring for your phone. There's a lot of fucking shit in here, dude. Like, I wonder if anybody buys this shit. I think that's it. We got to the bottom because, yeah, there's that. There it is. The glare, you are not the father. Oh, that's fun. That's fun stuff. What's up, Makeup Mobster? Dude, okay, this is the thing. And this is going to make a lot of people mad. Okay, but this is how I feel. All right, I've always been very candid about this. I don't like to discuss politics, but I'm not actually going to be doing that. I'm just going to say how I feel about free speech for the most part. Now, this is the thing. I want to make it clear that because I'm not trying to shut this guy up. On the contrary, I want him to just continue to keep talking so I have more content because it's fun, because he never, ever stops. But I love that. That we have this thing called freedom of speech. Now, here's the thing. This is going to make a lot of people mad. I do not think that his freedom of speech, I mean, saying those things and calling himself White Boy Radio and having a SS tattoo and whatever, that's his freedom of speech. Whether we like it or not, he has the right to express those feelings. He absolutely does. Under the American Constitution and the Bill of Rights, he has that right. But I have the right to drag the fuck out of him for being a racist, nasty piece of shit. So this to me is a fantastic expression of why I love America, because I am actually a patriot. But I love America because America is a melting pot of culture. You can absolutely, you don't even have to leave this country to experience culture. All you have to do is walk into somebody's home who migrated here. You know, that's all you have to do. Eat their food, look at their paintings, whatever. You know what I mean? And you'll find something when you're not an ignorant asshole, when you're not an ignorant shitbag who thinks that one race is better than another race or whatever. What you do when you have common sense, right, is you realize that it's actually pretty awesome. And you'll also realize something very, very awesome as well, which is that you can always see a similarity. No matter what culture, no matter what region of the world, no matter what religion, each one of these cultures has the same basic idea of right and wrong. To me, that tells me that there's something, you know, to me there's something as far as intelligent design goes. I don't know to call it God. I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know what the hell it is, but I do believe this is what tells me, makes me believe in intelligent design, in the sense that we have this choice to live our lives a certain way. And if you notice, whenever we do improve, right, whenever we do actually adopt, um you know, wanting to be a good person, right, whenever we do this on a mass level, that's when evolution takes place. And then we make advances as human beings, technological advances, all of this thing. The more civil that we become, okay, the more civil that we become, the more we evolve. That is a historical fact. That's not theory. That's, I mean, all you got to do is just look at history. It's all you have to do. And thinking that way is what slows us down. But see, the reason for that is cowardice. I'll explain why. It's cowardice in the sense that it's it's a fear of change. Change happens when we're the type of people that want even just our personal selves, and we try to put out happiness, whether it's joking or, you know, shitting all over somebody who deserves to get shit on and making it fun, you know, whatever it is, right? What I'm doing, I can speak for myself, is I happen to have in my environment, in my spiritual environment, if you will, whatever you want to call it, I happen to have right now 132 people to spread this good feeling on by entertaining you and having fun and talking and interacting with you, right? So I get to do that. And that makes me very, very happy, right? But the trick is that I'm grateful for it. The trick is I don't take it for granted. I don't feel like it's earned, like it belongs to me, like I'm entitled to it. I respect you guys because I have to earn your respect. You know, I mean, you wouldn't be up here listening unless I have developed a certain trust with you and you with me. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing when you have that, where that's your one focus, and that passes on. Then what you have is evolution. People wanting to be good people, and that rubbing off on the people in your environment, it spreads and it causes advancement in our species. So that, to me, in that long explanation, I apologize, but that to me is exactly what makes racism just the dumbest fucking ideology ever. Like, there's nothing that this dude is ever going to say to me that's going to make me not think that he's an idiot, because he is so proud of his stupidity. He's so proud of it. And it just makes me laugh, dude. So we're gonna play this little, we're gonna, of course we're gonna stream my man. We gotta stream them, people. But yes, I want to make it clear, I fully support his right to be a fucking idiot. It's not illegal to be an idiot. It should never be illegal to be an idiot. But thank God that I have the right to talk shit on an idiot, to point out his stupidity and make it fun. Wow. Okay.
What's up, Trust Jesus?
Ads coming. Sorry.
Steven, did you know a TurboTax Live expert?
Road Dog, what's happening with it, man? What's up, babe? Penelope in the house.
Okay.
Selena Dixon from Pennsylvania.
That dude.
Woo! What's up, Selena?
That
Amanda.
That
what's
dude
happening?
is absolutely. I don't know. See, this is the thing, is I entertain, because I grew up in South Florida, and I can tell you this. I grew up in South Florida, and I can tell you that it is easier in most places in South Florida to get cocaine than it is marijuana. It's easier, significantly easier. It's significantly more available. It's abundant, right? So I say he does meth. I mean, I am 100% sure that he does either meth or crack. Okay. This is clearly the face. I've seen this my entire life, dude. Like, like I know what it looks like. So he lives in Florida. So I'm going to entertain the idea that he smokes crack. So, because that's the thing, is the reason why meth is such a big deal in these more northern states is because cocaine becomes less and less readily available. It becomes too much of a mission, because it has to come from another country and get muled over to this country, and it's 99% through Florida, so through South Florida, Miami. So it's got to come up all the way up that panhandle, all the way up that peninsula in Florida. And then you imagine how many times it gets stepped on, and it gets, which is a term for, I guess, cutting it. And so by the time it gets up here, I would imagine that the quality is just no good, and it's just so much cheaper to get meth. So somebody could just cook it in their house, and then they sell it, and it's significantly cheaper than cocaine, and it lasts you supposedly like God knows how much longer, and just puts you like in a crazy psychosis. You always hear stories about meth heads who are taking apart the refrigerator because they want to put it back together, and then they never do, like shit like that. And the way this guy talks, he talks like somebody who wants to take apart a refrigerator. This is what he's doing with words. Metaphorically, he's taking apart a refrigerator and thinking he can put it back together, and he's not able to.
I got to do the walk of shame on this one, man. So, you know, my supporters, man. Y'all just stick with me, man. Don't look down on me like it. Just ride with me, man. Let me just explain myself out of this one, man. You know,
I mean, okay, let me just keep going.
A lot of people, man, they be coming up the channel, man, and people been calling up the adoption place, man, and
okay,
so me, man.
So they called up the adoption place, reporting. So he admits that he called the adoption place
And using my personal information, a lot of stuff, man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call the lady, man. But before that, man, let me get into some stuff, man. I want to talk about. Hey, look, in Michigan.
So this dude, if you watched before, this dude ends up doing a live, and he prank calls a service that helps people find children through adoption. They help them go through the adoption agency, supposedly, the way I understood it. So and it was ridiculous, and he basically abused this lady. Like, I felt super bad for the lady. And then he tried saying that it was a joke, that it was like a parody, that it was one of his subscribers that he was talking to. But I didn't get that impression at all, because I doubt anybody who listens to this guy is smart enough to act that well. You know what I mean? I just don't imagine them having a whole lot of coherent skills. You know what I'm saying? Now, before I go on with this guy, you guys remember the Cherry's going to drop the link in the chat, but you guys remember the BHB. Let me go ahead and go over that real quick. I wanted to get this out of the way and I just forgot. I apologize, guys. Okay, here we go. All right. So real quick. So we've been doing the Dumpy Dump merch. A lot of you guys know about that. So you get the Dumpy Dump merch. Let me Cherry, email me that link for the merch, please, real quick. Oh. So real quick, the merch, like the Dumpy Dump merch, which is basically Molly Golightly's mugshot. It says "Don't be a dumpy dump," and you can get merch on that, and all of the profits made off of that through Teespring, that Teespring pays out, will go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And the profits for the beater bunch, that goes to a, what is it, joyful, I think it's a Joyful Life. It's not a Joyful Life, is it? It's Joyful something. But anyways, I have the receipts right here. So we just got the payout. They haven't sold a lot, but I could show you how much we sold, and then I could show you what they paid out, and how much I donated to these, so that you know I'm not scamming anybody. This is when I say something like this, I take it very seriously. So that's the 1270. Hold on, let me start from the top. Okay, so these are obviously redacted, the customers' names. that sold right here, or that bought them. And so the total profit right here, the payout's $35.95. Okay. That's the Teespring receipt right there. And then here's the PayPal email that they sent me that they gave me the $35.95. Okay. And okay, Joyful Heart Foundation is the domestic violence survivors foundation. So what we made from Betty is different than what we made from Molly Go Lightly. So the Betty ones sold a lot more than the MGL ones. So that was 2362. So so that's what I donated, 2362 and 1275 to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. That's the profit that I got. One second here. And I'm going to show you guys the. Oh, wait. I'm going to have to forward it to myself. All right. There we go. I gotta share that screen. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. We're almost there. All right. So here's the Dumpy Dump merch, or the Beater Bunch merch. So that's basically just you can get in a coffee mug. This is just a variation of of Andra's mugshots. So you get that on just about anything. And then you have the Dumpy Dump right here. This is the Don't Be a Dumpy Dump. It's got Molly Go Lightly's mugshot on there. And like I said, those proceeds go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So, I mean, these people claim to be advocates, right? They claim to be advocates, but they're not. But I went ahead and made them advocates. Whether they like the shit or not, I made them advocates. So, yeah. but there's also we just added some new stuff. We've got so in my you can get Meth Gator merch. And it's a different Teespring site, but I haven't been pushing that one because I'm more focused on this. I'd rather raise money for missing and exploited kids and domestic violence victims. But here we have my man on his own little t-shirt letting us know that there ain't no meth gators in these sewers because he's not flushing his shit. He's smoking it all. So that's why that says that, and you guys can get that. And that the proceeds for that are going to go to let me see real quick. Sorry, I forgot the name of it, but I'm going to show you guys. I shared it with Cherry, but oh yes. Safehorizon.org. Safehorizon.org. And I'm dropping the link in that here. Okay. So even if you want to just donate on your own, but safehorizon.org, what it is they help hate crime victims. Okay. So since he's a racist piece of shit and he's been in prison probably for doing some racist bullshit, then the proceeds for this particular merch is going to go to helping hate crime victims. Okay, guys. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on that. Cherry will be dropping the links in the chat quite frequently. Exactly. Dude, it was really difficult coming up with a design for this makeup mobster. I'm not very good at that, first of all. Second of all, this dude is like, what am I gonna do? Because like I could put some racist shit on there, but how are people, you'd have to explain that. People are gonna wonder if you're a racist by wearing that stuff, by having, you know what I mean? Like, so I can't, like, you know, all I could do was come up with a meth joke on the fly, you know, and that was the best I could do. Because like I can't do, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna put some racist shit on a shirt? You know? Well, thanks, makeup mobster. All right, so let's get back to this dude. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and now you guys know for sure that now you guys know, you saw the receipts. This is where the money is going. Okay. Um, this is where every cent in profit goes to these foundations. Whatever you buy, that whatever charity is linked with that particular merch is where it's going to go. Okay. And now you have proof that that's what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm not in the business of scamming people here. Like, the troll is too good. You know what I mean? To not do that. You know what I mean? Like, the troll is too good to fuck it up by keeping that money. Like, yeah, I would never disservice my trolling skills like that. $616, I don't know, and I don't care to know. And nobody put that shit in my chat either, just to give you a heads up. If you happen to know this dude's legal name, as a matter of fact, delete that comment. If you happen to know this dude's legal name, do not share it in my chat. Doxing is not permitted here. It is not tolerated here, ever. Okay?
It ain't looking too good. Oh, new subscribers. What's happening? For some odd reason,
You're welcome.
A lot of new subs come by. Hello, how are you? Welcome. This is Team WipeBoy Radio. Comment. Get to know the people. I appreciate you for coming by. But I don't know how you're coming by or why you're coming by. So I'll jump into this story right quick. Hey, look, in Michigan, man, you have a moron who got pulled over.
This guy is all over the place.
Buddy. He got pulled over, and he had the wrong tag on his car. That's illegal.
If you were playing a drinking game and the game was you had to take a shot every time this dude actually made a point, nobody's getting drunk. Nobody. It'd be the most boring fucking party ever, bro. Nobody is getting drunk.
We got to follow the law over here. Everyone has to follow the law. Legality is very important. So this dude has the wrong license plate and what have you. Gets out the car. The cop there, you know, it's a very liberal ran city. And he starts scuffling with the cop. And he runs into the neighbor's yard. And there's a dude videotaping it. You can see all this. Just type it in. It's all over the interwebs. Long story short, he's fighting with an officer. Like he's like wrestling with him. And
platform. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is I can't really, like, apparently that's a thing now. That's actually a current fashion. Congratulations for jumping out of the 90s there. Even though he's wearing a 90s band shirt. But anyway, this guy, lately, the whole thing is that people do that. Like, Annie did that on a live one time. Like, the first time that I did a live with her on this channel, she was wearing a Slayer shirt. And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I was like, wow, man, you listen to Slayer? She's like, what? And she was like, oh, no, it's just, you know, it's a fashion thing to just wear, you know, old band t-shirts. And I was just like, okay. And that's what she does. That's what Annie does for a living. She's a fashion forecaster, if I understand that correctly. But yeah, so that's why I'm like, you know, whether he listens to Nirvana or not, but I'm guessing he likes, one album or whatever the radio hits are.
The officer pulls out his taser gun. You got to be crazy to continue scuffling with an officer.
The fuck
Now,
is he
in this
talking about?
instance, it's very strange because there's only one cop. So if that was Florida, man, they'd have doubled him up in 2.1 seconds. He wouldn't have a chance to do that. But my natural thinking is because it's liberal ran defund the police bullcrap.
Yeah, that
Walmart,
Walmart,
a shortage of police.
Walmart totally has that shirt.
I
mean, but I'm not shitting on anybody for shopping at Walmart either, man. But yeah, that's not. Basically, it's safe to say that he's not doing this for the reasons why Annie would do it.
My opinion. But so next thing happens, the cops on top of him and for the taser. This dude not only didn't have the right plate on, ran from the cop, fought with the cop. He took his taser.
Dude, what the fuck is he talking about?
What do you think the police officer did?
What story is he
Bam.
telling?
Is what it is.
Find the tax expert that's right for
Okay.
you with TurboTax Live. You'll
What
be matched with
in
an
the fuck
expert
was
who's
the point of that?
experienced in your tax needs and will do your tax.
So there's BLM out there in Michigan, man. But people know that's shenanigans, man. Here in the free state of Florida, hey, I will say, man, he's crazy, man. It's just not worth it. For what? Bro, bond out.
What the fuck
It's
are you
it's
talking
driving
about?
case. Okay, let's say you have a horrendous record. Do the county time. Go to prison. It's better than dead. But what can I tell you? Hey, man, BLM is protesting out there in Michigan.
The conversation.
I figure I'll let everybody know.
That's the kind of conversation that happens in a bathroom somewhere in Miami with people blowing down rails, dude. That's exactly what a conversation like that sounds like right here. This dude.
No, but don't listen to the media. The videos floating around. Just look at it. Just look at it. And another thing, I wanted to do a video tonight actually, but I had to address this adoption thing because so many videos are made, and it's like people keep saying I'm harassing this person, and the place over here in Florida, people contacted it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And
now he's going
man, so I
back
got to get it off my chest, man.
Now he's going back to the phone call. Okay, that stupid, ridiculous.
Just stick with me, man. It's a tough one to do. But so Cain Velasquez, right? Man, we dropped the story. Hey, look, he dropped the statement.
So he just jumped back off of that point.
He said, hey, there's more to the case.
He started to talk about.
I did a live on it. I try to get people to use their voice.
He started to talk about the adoption agency prank call, and then just was like, please stick with me. Don't unsubscribe.
Of course, nothing happened.
And then comes back to this.
This dude, a real ugly incident happened with his family.
This is his idea of covering true crime. Okay. There's no timeline. There's nothing. It's just weird, shitty incidents, regarding, I don't know, BLM supporters or something like that. Like this is his idea of spreading effective propaganda, but this is not effective at all. Because you have people like me, and now you have people like Toast. Well, Toast first, but now oh man, like what you're gonna hear from Toast is gonna be completely different than anything that I'm talking about here. He's got his whole his own whole thing with her.
So what he did is he staked out the house, and when they got in the car, he chased the car, and he opened fire in the car. Any real man would have done the same thing. But it wasn't it. The dude wasn't in the car, right? And the same dude that did these horrendous charges on these horrendous acts,
bro. You remember
on Kane's family member was
I
literally.
just pictured that scene in Airplane, dude. You remember it? Like I would play it. I know I could find it if but I don't want to get a claim. But you remember that scene in Airplane when every time that dude sat down next to somebody, he'd start telling a story of his past. And it was like about him and the stewardess that he jumped on the plane. He got on the plane to chase her down because she was leaving him. And she was like, I have a flight now, Ted. I can't talk to you. And then he's like getting on the plane to chase her down because he thinks it's the most romantic thing in the world. It's supposed to be. But every time that he's telling this story, like, you know, it has the weird wavy, like coming in and out of scenes where you're remembering like a dream. And every time it would come back to him sitting on the plane after telling this long, stupid fucking story. The person next to him would have found some different way to commit suicide. Like this one lady hung herself, and then, then I'm not making fun of suicide. I'm just talking about how they found him so boring because he was like making no sense. And so the one lady, she hung herself. You could see her feet swinging like next to his head. And then this other dude like poured gasoline all over himself and like lit himself on fire. And then the other dude like shot himself or something like that. It was, dude, it was so funny. Like that's what I feel like right now. Like looking at this dude, and I'm just like thinking of just different ways to to just put myself out of my misery,
In
because I'm
court,
really humoring the guy and trying to find a point to what he's talking about.
the Friday beforehand, again, liberal ran is California. So I wanted to bring that to you.
And his mannerisms
Shout out to the
of
new
that
subs.
of somebody so
But
intelligent.
you know, look, you see the title, man. Look, man, I don't know what to say, man. You know, the best thing I can do is just get into this phone call, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat
Get
it,
into
man.
it
Not
already,
that.
bro.
Let me
Like
take
we've
some
been
comments.
waiting for you to do that since you keep bringing it up. Like get into it, please.
What's up, Selena?
Why are you yelling at her, dude?
Australia most wanted in the house. What's happening, bro? Salute, man. Salute.
Salute.
Okay, Incognita.
He didn't say
Shout
hello.
out to you.
He didn't say hello. He didn't say what's up. He said salute, which I'm not going to do the salute, but I think we all know what salute means.
Shout out to you. I'm just gonna get this little apology out the way, man. You know.
Makeup Mobster lives in New York, man. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Stay positive,
She
Australia,
knows.
man. For sure.
She's come across these people
That's
once
not-
or
that's
twice
really,
in her day. I'm sure of it. I know Cherry knows.
An off thing for you to say. So I'm sure whatever you're going through,
Cherry lives in London.
it's gotta. I'm sure there's something heavy on your head. Man, make good decisions, bro. You know, listen, man. I'm gonna drop my email for you, man, down here. All right.
Exactly, Amanda Page.
You know, you've been subscribed to this channel a long time, man, and
now he's just having like a personal one-on-one conversation with a whole fucking chat there listening, like he's on the phone.
you're a supporter of my friends out there in Dallas that I'm about to go see. And hey, man, get at me, man. We talk off this thing, man. I'll put my email here.
I mean, I'm not in the business of making fun of somebody for trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in the business of doing that, you know, like, or at least I try not to be. Maybe I've done it once or twice and not realized it, but this dude, like this sign back here, I've thought about it and I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like shit. But I mean, it's tacky. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you have the idea for a sign, because you could do it what Annie from 10 to Life did. You take the profits that you make. I've seen his chats. People super chat him, dude. You know what I mean? Like, instead of buying a bag, bro, you buy a mic, right? Or you could buy, if you insist on having like a thing, just get a fucking nice little a neon sign's not that expensive to make, dude. To have a custom made neon sign, and he's got 10 to Life on her wall now back there. It's banging looking, dude. Like, it's all in neon. It's cool, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give him credit for trying, you know, and putting some work into making that sign, but there's no personality to it at all. It's just it looks like his damn t-shirts.
Use your head, bro, whatever it is, man. Stay strong, man. Think clear, bro. Think clear. Always double think things, man, and stay 10 steps ahead of people, man. My advice to you. But yeah, so we, you know, Salita, it's good to see you too, man.
Dude, I mean, okay,
you
like it's cool to interact with your chat, dude, but you know, you gotta have the ability to balance looking at your chat as a whole and as a bunch of individuals too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice that he acknowledges individual people in his chat, but dude, you're forgetting that you got a whole chat sitting here waiting for you to fucking get to a goddamn point.
So yeah, a lot of videos, man. People say I'm harassing the adoption agency and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know,
new drinking game where you're gonna get wasted. Okay, you take a shot every time that he brings this up and never follows through and moves on to something else. You'll be on the floor, bro.
A lot of pointing fingers and stuff. You know, legality, man, is very important, man. That's what we say over here on Team WipeBoy Radio. So I was going to apologize, but we got to get some more people in here before I make the call.
Oh, so what he's planning on doing is calling the adoption agency. And
that'll never happen, B.
But like, when he streamed this, wasn't it like fucking 10 o'clock at night?
How you do it?
I mean, I don't think it's going to tell me.
Oh, he's going to jump on here?
It just says April 14th.
Bam.
I got to see what his chat's saying, dude. Bro, everybody's got a wrench. This guy's worse than Rob's rules with that. Everybody's got a wrench in his chat.
Oh, I know what I do.
We are giving away this 1970 Dodge Charger and $20,000 in cash to one lucky winner.
There seems to be only like one, two, three.
All right, that's much better. Much easier for me to see it.
4.
CG, I'm gonna wait for you.
5. Like 7 active people in his chat. He has 7 active people in his chat.
Is he joining? Australia, man, if you want to come on, I mean, I don't want you to put it all out there like that, but you're welcome to hit the link.
See, people keep saying that. How is he playing me when he's about to make a phone call to apologize to the lady?
Oh, I don't think he's coming up here.
This dude, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like
CG?
It's like being at the zoo. Like, if they put crackheads in an exhibit at the zoo, like, this is what it would look like. You know what I mean? It's like just watching a primate do its thing. You know? Yeah, Makeup Mobster, that I covered that a couple of lives back, where he called an adoption agency pretending to be me and having Tourette's and just talking shit, basically harassing this lady because he starts yelling at her. He's like, so what do you think my chances are getting a kid? And then he goes, white boy, white boy, white boy, like really loud. And the lady's like, oh my God, you know? Yeah, this dude is something else.
Wishing you clarity and calm.
All right, I'm just gonna fast forward.
For sure, man. For sure. You're with the fam, just ignore it. But you're always welcome, bro.
Okay, so he brought somebody on. Let's get to that. Now look, bro, we're total opposites, dude. This is a wasteful motherfucker, bro. Do you understand that you guys have been watching me live for going on almost 4 years, bro. Okay. And in that 4 years, have drank out of this very cup, every single thing, except when I drink whiskey, I have a whiskey glass for that. But every single thing that I have drunk in the last 4 years have been out of this cup. The same cup, bro. Everything from wine to Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, which is what I'm drinking right now. Diet Mountain Dew. Actually, Diet Mountain Lightning. I'm not above shopping at Walmart. Shut up. All right? Diet Mountain Lightning is what I'm drinking right now. But look at this dude. Drinking out of red Dixie cups. It's messed up, dude. Wasteful, bro.
You just got to click the link, Australia. I might let JD hop up for a second. You ready, JD? You know I got ADD. I'll lose.
It didn't sound coordinated at all. And that's what I'm trying to say. Is anybody who listens to this dude is too stupid to make something that I mean, that was not scripted, bro. There's no way you're going to convince me of that. And this guy lies about everything. So no, I do not believe that was just because he said so. This guy lies about fucking everything. Look at all the shit he's lying about toast, man. It's hilarious.
My thought process, man. What up?
Hey, what's up?
Happening?
What's up? What's going on?
Not much. Just chilling. What's up with Michigan, man? You got the BLM shit up there?
Listen. The BLM is probably up here, but
why you?
What in the fuck? Dude, spit it out.
Not in my neighborhood.
No? I heard there 200 people up there. Did you see the video?
Look at how he said that. Not in my neighborhood. This is the guy that he said salute to. Okay. Now this guy right here is sitting here. My pause game's on point. He's sitting up here basically trying to find a way to not incriminate himself, but basically saying BLM is not happening here in my neighborhood. Not in my neighborhood. Basically, like they wouldn't dare.
Video?
Huh?
Look at his video? Eyes, dude.
What video?
In Michigan.
Look at his eyes. What's happening in his head?
Okay, let's get this shit straight. Big man. BLM is full of shit.
Right.
Okay, so now we're getting into some racist stuff. Trigger warning, folks. I apologize. The comments and opinions expressed by these fucking two douchebags do not reflect those of the Glairer or anyone in the Glairer's chat who are welcome here. Just to be clear.
Black Lives Matters. Okay. Fair. But so is everybody else. But BLM, the organization, is garbage. They're all about
Listen,
buying
bro, do
shit.
you know what happened? Wait, let me catch you up.
Now, this is a really intelligent conversation, folks. I mean, it's riveting because these are scholars, okay? These scholars are dropping some knowledge, my friends. Pay close attention.
Listen, in your backyard, a cop, right? He pulls a dude over. Did you not hear about this? I'm surprised you didn't. I'll
This
send you a
dude's
link in about 10
eyes,
seconds. I should do it to you before I get your reaction. That way you can see how bluntly dumb this is. This cop pulls this guy over, right? He pulls him over. The guy has the wrong plate on the back of his car.
Is he drinking out of a Dixie cup
I don't know
too?
what part of Michigan.
These annoying motherfuckers.
Dude gets out and runs around the car from the cop.
I gotta see that. I gotta see if that's.
Cop chases dude. They start scrapping me before I even.
Bro,
do you know what happened? Wait, let me catch you up. Listen, in your backyard, a cop, right? He pulls a dude over. Did you not hear about this?
Dude, you got to turn your YouTube down, bro.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'll send you a link in about 10 seconds. I should do it to you before I get your reaction. That way you can see how bluntly dumb this is. This cop pulls this guy over, right?
Fucking asshole, dude. Look at this
The
shit.
guy has the wrong plate on the back of his car. It's in Michigan. I don't know what part.
Another
of
fucking Dixie cup, dude. What the fuck
dude
is
gets
with
out and runs
what's
around
with
the car
skinheads
from the
and
cop.
Dixie cups, dude? What is that?
Cop chases dude. The dude starts scrapping with the cop in the front yard. It's like pushing, like wrestling type of shit. So
Dude, at least use a paper cup, bro.
Lands on top.
I'm not even an environmentalist.
him.
Like, I'm not even an environmentalist. You know what I mean? Like, but I do think climate change is probably a thing. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. So you know, I assume the worst, or at least I try to. I'm not saying that I'm not wasteful in any way, shape, or form. But dude, like, first of all, I'm a smoker, right? That's bad. But I hate the fact that I smoke. And one thing that you should know about me is that I never, ever, 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 ever litter. Ever. I will not even flick a cigarette butt into the street or down a sewer drain. I will not. If there's no trash can around, what I do is I squeeze out all the remaining tobacco and the cherry. So, you know, I don't get burned. I put it in my pocket until the next time I'm next to a garbage can, and then I put it in the garbage can. Like, it's just, I mean, to me, just that common thing is like, dude, like, you're at home, bro. You're at home. Why are you being so fucking wasteful, dude?
Dumbass grabs a taser. Cop blasts him in the head. Game over. So, as someone who's done, 10 years in prison? JD?
Oh, he's got another cup. He's got a glass.
Would that be a smart
weird.
move with the police?
He's got two different drinks going.
Listen, I don't care what your race is. Not smart move.
Okay, I see what's going on here. So this fool, he's listening to YouTube and not StreamYard. He's listening to YouTube and not StreamYard. So as much fun as it would be to think that he's just some psycho who's just sitting there staring off into space in between answers, what's happening is there's a delay with YouTube. Between StreamYard and YouTube, there's a pretty significant delay. And so he's listening to YouTube WipeBoy, not StreamYard WipeBoy. And so we're listening to StreamYard WipeBoy. But he's hearing YouTube WipeBoy, so I could hear the echo. And once he finishes on YouTube is when this guy answers.
It's very stupid.
So is just not putting in earbuds and using StreamYard.
Regardless of race, if you did nothing wrong, just answer the cops' questions. without running away
Bro, that's an
and
admission I'm trying to tell
throwing
you right now.
things.
Thank you, B Botanical. You're welcome.
You hear me? I think your internet's lagging, bro.
No, dude.
It's like you're behind on it.
Way behind because he's
I
listening
can hear you, but it's
to
like
he's listening
like
to
behind.
YouTube.
It is. It
He's listening to YouTube, not StreamYard when he's on panel, which is why there's a delay in his answers.
it's way behind.
I don't know
No,
what's up.
your internet's lagging because it is. It is our internet's behind, by the way.
YouTube.
Let me just say this.
Put in earbuds, listen through StreamYard, through the app that you're talking to this guy in, through the site that you're talking to him in. That's what you do. Just like a phone call, bro. It's just like a phone call, dude.
I was mistreated. Okay,
Let's turn your volume up. Something's lagging.
don't talk. The cops mistreated me badly, and before they caught me, it's not that I was. On
How
the
does he
run.
have more than 1,000 subs?
They had my. I was tall and white. Not being racist, but I was tall and white. So they.
Let's see here. Salute if you're going to dox people and crap talk them on the internet, then cowards like BK need to keep that same energy in person, but they won't. That's why they're our cowards and not men. Okay, look. Now, this thing, you notice that this is the only chat that I've ever seen the host and the people in chat say salute. So that right there tells me of I see people goose stepping and throwing their hands way up in the air, nice and straight. That's what I see when I hear people say salute, specifically salute. I've never seen anybody else do that. Now, let's break down this comment here real quick. This is why it's okay to call these people idiots, because it's because you're not lying, okay? Look at this. Salute if you our, okay, O-U-R, if you are going to dox people and crap talk them on the internet, then cowards like coward S, like BK, because there's a space in between the coward and the S, like BK, Benny, need to keep that same energy in person, but they won't. That's what they our cowards and not men. Okay, so I find that funny. And Bert Toast made a comment to take a look at that. So let's see how ironic is that comment on the screen, since he is trying to dox me now. Yeah, I mean, it just adds up. Really, it just adds up. But it's really funny too, because he's Betty Keys apparently Operation Coward, as WipeBoy calls it. Operation Coward is going to Benny Keys' house and beating him up or whatever. Threatening bodily harm on Benny Keys, basically. But apparently he's been talking about doing it for months and months and months. And it's just never going to happen. But yet there's somebody in the chat calling Benny the coward, which is just really funny.
He actually tackled two different tall white guys of my age, and they thought it was me, and they figured out it wasn't the person they were looking for.
Bro,
Once they found me,
you're lagging
they
back.
treated me extremely bad. Maybe not like they didn't beat me to death.
I'm telling y'all, dude.
Because I'm alive today.
I'm telling you,
But
it's like being at the zoo if the zoo had a crackhead exhibit. Like, I want to throw peanuts at them, bro. Like, I want to see what they do with the peanuts. Like, Oh my god. He just fucking booted him.
Find the tax expert that's right for you
That's probably
with
what I'll do.
TurboTax Live. You'll be matched with an expert who's experienced in your tax needs and will do.
That's what'll happen. There'll be kids. There'll be kids throwing peanuts at him, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, check it out!" And then you'll see him like crush him. How's that look? How's that look? And then trying to smoke the shit. Trying to smoke the peanuts.
I don't know. He's lagging.
God.
Usually it's good with him, but no idea. Anyway, man, yeah. So the YouTube scuffles, man. I'm too much of a hater to grow a channel. You know what I mean? So I wanted to say that, but oh boy, the videos today, the harassing. Woo! It's funny, right? I want to go over something right quick, man.
This
I really
should be
do.
good. Please let this be good.
I think it goes over people's heads, man. With the whole Operation Coward thing. Grind, the link's there, bro.
Wow.
You want to pop up?
Come on, man. Salute.
Is Grind and Shine still in here? Hey, bro, I just tried the StreamYard link. You just got to click it, Australia. Oh, because you got a new phone? What's up, Carol? What's up, Aaron?
His friend got booted, Makeup Mobster. Like, or like left or whatever. Like, there's these people, between the two of them could not figure out that the dude, instead of listening through StreamYard, he was listening through the YouTube app. So, like, there was this significant delay, and they just couldn't figure that out. Like, the first thing anybody with a brain who works YouTube channels, who uses StreamYard is, okay, hold on. I hear an echo. So, and there's a delay. So what you're going to have to do is mute YouTube, put in some earbuds, and then, like, that's the first thing that you say, right? What was this interesting thing he was going to do?
So, yeah, man, somebody in here? Oh, that was in Bluetooth.
Look at his jaw. Look at his eyes.
It's crazy, right?
Your eyes are crazy, dude.
Grind and Shine, you want to hop up? You probably just popped in.
Yo, that dude is lit the fuck up.
So people are stupid, is all I can tell you, man. You could try to tell them, right? But
that dude is fucking.
People are dumb. I mean, you could really look at people.
Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I smoke a little weed. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man. And usually before my live, what I'll do is I'll light a joint as I'm getting ready. Get myself prepared, and I'll light a joint and smoke about half of it, put it out. And if it's a long live, you'll see me turn my camera off and turn my mic off while something's streaming. That means I'm probably smoking the rest of it. It is what it is. But that dude clearly took a blast of something else before his live. Like, he clearly was, get ready. Probably has a torch. Like, it's just in his eyes, dude. It is in his eyes. and it is like on his skin.
The supporters that come over, right? You come over from the drama, which is cool.
Welcome. Dude, he's just sitting there, Jacob. Jacob is just chilling.
You're supporting a dude who's cool with a sex offender.
Now
I don't know what to say about that.
It is Florida, but you're not living in Florida without an AC, bro. Nobody is. Nobody's living in Florida without AC. It's unbearable. It can't be done. You can't. It's even if it's a little portable unit that you see in like cheap motel rooms, even if it's one of those, like in Florida, anywhere in Florida, an air conditioning is a necessity. It is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Technically, it's a luxury. Oh my God. That dude. Oh, I hate you, Makeup Mobster. I hate you. You're like like I just pictured the dude getting his tattoos by rolling around on newspaper and fucking World War II books. Just his wife just like kneading him into old World War II books and shit. Oh my God. Makeup Mobster won the entire live.
Right? It's ugly. Operation Coward, man. This is a simple thing, man.
Is it? Because you can't seem to pull it off.
Legality, man.
Legality.
You never know what you're gonna get from WipeBoy Radio, man. You never know.
Let me tell you what. Okay, for those of you who don't know, skip this and pause it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, okay, Operation Coward, okay, is basically his plan to apparently inflict bodily harm on Benny Keys, right? But this has been going on for months. But what Operation Coward so far, from what I've gathered, has consisted of is him making flyers saying exploiter of children with Benny's face on it and drawing dicks going into Benny's mouth in the pictures, like with a Sharpie. And he had these all printed up. And apparently, I guess the plan is to put them up somewhere. Maybe going all the way to Texas where Benny lives and then posting them around Benny's neighborhood or something like that. Is that, I mean, but he hasn't done it. He just painted the pictures. So far, he printed the pictures and then he made a very JLR-esque type video where he puts on some hunter's mask and gets in front of the camera and shows it and puts one on a boxing training bag and then punches the thing and knocks it down with Benny's flyer on it. So far, that's what we've seen. Just saying, okay? Operation Coward is a serious, serious deal.
I might find Dennis Rodman. I might up and go decide to go search for Brian Laundrie.
We saw him hunting for Dennis Rodman last night on Berto's channel, which was just like, what did he hope to accomplish by doing that? Like, what the hell was his, like, I mean, if he's a total racist, like, isn't it fair to, like, come up with the only thing that makes sense? Because it makes sense since we know that he is a closet yet open racist. Somehow he pulls both off. I don't know how, but he's a closet / open racist. And the only logical thing, because to me, it's not logical. I'm not going to go just because somebody's a celebrity and start stalking them and being like, hey, let me talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Like, I don't give a shit about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I look at it like, okay, you know, Like walking up to a dentist and being like, let me get a selfie with you. You're a dentist. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're an actor or you're a basketball player. It's like you have a job. Awesome. You know? Now, if they have some sort of artistic release or, you know, or an artistic product that they put out there that you consume that somehow inspires you, because a lot of musicians are like that, and that's cool. And I understand walking up to a musician and being like, man, your music really does a lot for me. That's showing gratitude for the art that they have provided for you. That's cool, even though you're paying for it. You know what I mean? But it's still, like, it means a lot to you, so I understand that. You know, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think of guys, like, if an Oscar winner is standing out there and then you walk up to Denzel Washington and you go, man, you are awesome in Man on Fire, you think that does anything for his fucking day? He's like, I know I was, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking Oscar winner. Like, you were awesome in Malcolm X. I know I won an Oscar for that. You know, but they're forced to be nice and be like, you know, yeah, you could take a picture with me so you can go around and tell people that you met me who are never going to care, you know? So that's why, like, him being a racist and wanting to harm Dennis Rodman is a more sensible story. It makes more sense. You know what I mean? Like, now, I don't think that was necessarily the case, but I'm just saying, dude, you call yourself WipeBoy. You have the most ridiculously long line of merch, which has just the most grossest racist innuendos and even just blatant racist shit. And you want to film yourself trying to stalk an African American celebrity who married himself when you're a homophobe? You know what I mean? Like, that's not a good look, dude. And you're an ex-con? That's not smart at all, dude. That's not smart in the slightest bit.
I might talk about going somewhere for months, and then you never know I'm gonna go, and then bomb I'm there. You never know what you're gonna get from over here, right? I just want to review.
This is part of the reason why I
want you to
refuse
listen
to live in
right what I'm
Florida
about to
ever
say.
again. I'm never moving to Florida. Dude, you cannot make me move to Florida. It's the worst.
Yeah, who would support that? It's weird. It's weird. The internet is weird.
Jackie Jude, I'm happy to have you here.
It's almost comical. Who the hell would support that? Like, that's somebody in real life people smack the shit out of. Sex offenders?
Actually,
Openly, like,
I'm going to find you some footage here that
beating an autistic kid
that
up.
makes me laugh.
Like, that's a real DM I got. You should see the rest of the DMs.
So he's admitting that that's bullshit hearsay. So
I'm not going to put it out there. But for Operation Coward, this is easy.
For Operation Coward,
I just want to review it for the new subs.
Okay.
It's always Team Summer over here, man.
He was talking about
got a
me,
missing girl,
and now he's talking. He's just somehow segued into.
Right? You have a lot of people who exploit.
All right, I'm gonna put you on hold there for a second, my man. Hold on. This makes me happy. I'm probably gonna get a claim on this. Try to keep it under 30 seconds. Hopefully I won't get a claim on it, but this is some old footage. For those of you who don't know who Richard Spencer is, he's a leader of, or at least at one time was a leader of, a white supremacist movement, or of the white supremacist movement. And this video happened and somebody put Joy Division's music over it and did it in a very, very beautiful, beautiful way. That's Richard Spencer. That's Richard Spencer, this racist piece of shit. Okay. Actually, let me do this. And I like Joy Division a lot, so. Okay, that's enough of that. Hopefully I won't get a claim. There's just something. No, I'm not a fan of Antifa at all. I'm honestly not. But I get a kick out of watching Nazis get punched in the face. Sorry. And put to Joy Division's music, it's just beautiful. I'm a big fan of that shit.
Make money, moves, scams, all type of shit. Nothing's happening. You just have Tennessee come on and basically say that the Wells got lawyers, this and that. They said nothing. You have the lead detective, the lead state attorney, nothing. They didn't say shit. Then they say maybe some possible arrests. Right? It's a crazy world, and YouTube is a crazy place. YouTube is a crazy place.
You got that.
What
right,
I mean by
dude.
that is it can open up doors for you.
You got
really
that
can.
right.
Ask my wife. She's in here. I never in a million years thought I'd be hanging out with the heavyweight champ of the world. Never. YouTube did that. YouTube did a lot, opened up a lot of doors for us. But it also puts you...
Doors of perception? No.
in a place, you know, I guess the same place, like I wouldn't have been hanging out with him without YouTube. Said friends decide they want to go protest at somewhere else.
Somebody said that the phone call was coming up, but
I'm working a job. It was never in my direct plans to do this. They put it on social media, this and that. They started getting threatened. So I stood up for them.
Oh, you guys are on fire tonight.
I tried to help them to the very
I don't even have to be up here and be funny, man. Y'all are doing
last
it.
step of them getting
Y'all are doing it all for me. I love it.
They get up there. Shenanigans start happening.
This is how a cokehead talks, man. This is what a cokehead or crackhead sounds like. You know?
Let me rewind. To the very step of the plane, I called Don Wells. I had a conversation with the man. 10 minutes later, people threatening me, my family, calling my work. 10 minutes later, same number I called
I don't
Don
know
Wells
what Roblox
from,
is.
I get a call. It's from the same person who's threatening my friends at the time. A lot of other stuff happened. I'm not going to say right now, but it built up. They go up there. I start seeing shit. It's not adding up.
So basically a Lego, like a Lego
people
person.
Are emailing me. A lot of YouTubers email me. A lot. I kept every email, every call log, every text. I got ADD.
Dude.
To the fullest. The day I call Don Wells, the friends that went up there, they feel threatened, this and that.
I mean, dude, I don't find that. The only reason I find it hard to believe is because he fucking never says anything true. Like never. But at the same time, Don Wells has talked to every single YouTube creator on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's not.
I get a text, a crazy text. One thing leads to another. People's lives are in danger. Law is called. Law comes to my house. I'm not with said friends, blah, 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 blah. Just the same day I talked to Don Wells. The same day I talked to Don Wells, people threatening my family, calling my work. It was his home.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, man. I don't like, I'll tell you, man, there's just too many, there's a whole lot of the reasons, man, why I haven't been around all that much. There's just too many.
I don't see the comments too much more, bro. And I know what channels you watch. I won't say.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce, they have put me in Endgame. I've been dancing around these people. I've been trying to tell them, bro, like these people are crazy stupid.
Right.
But hey, man, it is what it is.
People don't listen, man. If people start using their damn head, man, and all they got to do is watch a lot of these people. Stay away from them. I mean, that's what I've done, man. I've had enough of the harassment and the bullshit, from
the harassment, man. Yeah, listen, people are saying I harassed the department, man.
No.
Bro, it's crazy. These people.
But
this is the problem. Like I'm in a position, man, to really. I don't like Molly, right?
Yeah.
Like she did a fake police report in Tennessee, and I have proof of that. I literally have proof of that. She went on live showing all the police report she's got. She's so stupid. It's clout, bro. These people are so clout drunk. I've been running circles around them, bro. I got endgame, like a mofo, bro. Let me read you something. 'Cause I know you remember, and I know you really know what's going on, bro. I'm not even playing around, bro. Man, listen. There ain't no answers because of so much distractions, man, and it's sick, right? It's freaking sick.
Yeah.
You know about the Marcy's Law?
What? Where is this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard.
How does he go from one thing to the other?
That,
that is so fucking bizarre.
When I started doing
I've heard of ADHD. Like I have ADHD.
So many people hit me up,
and I have it bad, dude. Like I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not just one of those people that throws that term around. Like people who are like, like they have to wear matching socks, so they call themselves OCD. Like no, stupid. You're just a simple person who prefers to be organized. OCD is like a dude that I used to know that before he pulled a cigarette out of his pack, he would have to do this. He would have to open it and close it a certain amount of times before he pulled a cigarette out. That's OCD. That's crazy. That's, I don't want to say crazy, but that's real OCD. That is an actual disorder. You know what I mean? Like ADHD. Like I have the same thing. I actually, when I'm doing live streams, I have to struggle to stay on topic. I have to struggle myself. So I can't really shit on the guy for that. But the problem with this dude is it's clearly narcotic induced. It's clearly narcotic induced. Right. Yeah, burnt toast. You're right about that. Oh, Cole's notes. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, he says that he's, that he's running circles around everybody, but and we're using him for clout. Well, it's not clout, dude. It's definitely content, like I don't have any cases to talk about right now. I'm not going to just continue talking about the Summer Wells case because everything has literally been talked about. Everything else is just hearsay. Until I get an update from law enforcement, I'm not going to discuss Summer Wells because that's what law enforcement actually wants social media influencers to do, is to just wait. So those are the people that are charged with the responsibility of finding Summer. I'm going to respect and do what they say as much as I possibly can. Like, I've talked more about it than I've wanted to. And the word is put out there, you know, people know who she is. People know to look for her. People know to call 1-800-TBI find. People know all this stuff. Like I said, when the Letitia Stock trial starts, I will be covering that. It's just that she's been putting the shit off for so long. She always finds some way to manipulate the judge, and it's really annoying. And she just keeps on putting it off. COVID had a lot to do with it, but she manipulated the shit out of that. Thanks, Gulf Coast girl. You rock. Yeah, it's so, but this guy, yeah, his ADHD is clearly drug induced. Clearly.
A lot of YouTubers, and they share their story. I got every email, Bruce. I think I've sent you something, you know, in confidential, but you like so many emails, man, and explaining like the harassment and this and that, but they all just didn't do one thing. And I'm like, why? Because they're all afraid of just one thing. And I'm like,
what's the one thing?
They don't understand the law. Marcy's law, man, is what they all needed. I told them all that individually.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Now, that's the thing, is this guy probably knows certain aspects of the law better than anybody because he's been on that other end of it. He's been on the wrong side of the bars, the wrong side of the jail cell door. So, so I'm sure he knows something, you know, given some of his experience, whatever he's experienced, but he probably didn't even fully understand that. What this guy knows dick about is how an investigation takes place for a missing child.
Man,
right.
I'm trying to write a book, Bruce, and the harassment is real. It really is. Share your story.
Well, I mean, I know myself, like out here, man. I had people like,
wasn't he asking for like a certified novelist? Because he doesn't trust himself to write the book himself. He wants somebody who's actually a writer, so just sit there and listen to him fucking talk and then make a story out of it. That would be impossible, because the kind of money that it would take for a professional writer to have to deal with that in order to fucking write a book, he can't afford. Guarantee he can't afford it. There's and the book would never get written. It would most definitely never get published. There's just no way that this guy is going to be able to relay his story to a ghostwriter, and that ghostwriter is going to be able to absorb information to write a beginning to end story about this dude.
Like that crazy bitch. Oh my god, now I can't even think of her name now. That's about how much I really give a damn about her anymore. Molly had just like doxed out a whole bunch of crap, was having people like calling up on my phone. I never gave my number out once out here. They broke into the fucking YouTube.
And I want to talk about Molly too. I want to talk about MGL but I don't have, somebody told me something. But I need to know about it. Jackie Jude, thank you so much. The only thing sexier than a Red Sox hat is a Carhartt. Okay, I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it.
When I was on their YouTube, and they got everything. They got into my YouTube. They found out like everything. So they started harassing me, started doing all this crazy stuff. All right. And it's just like,
dude, that wouldn't even work.
It was
Jacob.
like one thing for another, man. People out here
wouldn't work out.
If you don't agree with them, they come after you. Period is that.
Oh,
okay.
Bro.
I'm not saying right. Give a shit.
Okay, so now, yeah. Okay, as I explained earlier, so there's a lot more of you in here than what I explained in the beginning of the live. I'm not going to go through all that again. But again, see, I am pro freedom of speech, and I do not cherry pick as to what's okay to say and what isn't. But the way that I choose as an American individual is to match his abuse with freedom of speech with my creative use of it. That's how I choose to do it. I would never try to shut this guy's channel down. I'd never try to get him arrested because of his ideologies and his beliefs. I would never do that. I believe that as long as he's not breaking the law, that he is entitled to his ignorant, fucked up, shitty, racist fucking opinions. He's perfectly entitled to them. That's what makes America great. We don't get to cherry pick as to what's okay to be to believe in and what's not okay to believe in. That's not how America works. But right, and that's a good point too, Burnt Toast, because you're sitting here saying WipeBoy blocks everyone in his chat. He is a complete snowflake. Absolutely. So if you block everybody, you know what I'm saying? If you block everybody, you know, I mean, how are you pro freedom of speech? If you're such a patriot and you want you feel like it's okay, I mean, because it is, you know, for you to go around and say stupid shit like white pride and blah 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 and call yourself white boy and honky and this and that, or cracker and this and that. Like, okay, you know, you have the freedom to do that, sure, but I have the freedom to call you a douchebag for it and make fun of you. And that's what I'm going to do. So in a sense, I'm much more patriotic than you are. And you're the one up here calling yourself a patriot. But I'm the patriot. Between the two of us, I'm the patriot, dude. Because you don't let people talk. You're the one who blocks people when people don't agree with you. Okay? I mean, yeah, he's not blocked here, but he was in my chat. He has me like personally blocked because he was in my chat the other day and everybody could see him except me and Benny when Benny was on panel, because he has Benny blocked too. So Benny was on my panel and I couldn't see his comments anywhere in the chat because he has me blocked. Yet everybody else could see them.
What they do, but if I ever see one of these punks, it's not going to be good for them. That's all I can.
Call police on you, bro.
Oh, they have. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, of course.
At least 30 different.
Of course. That's what civilized people do. Okay, that's what civilized adults do. If you are threatening someone's physical well-being because they're making fun of you on YouTube because you are a public YouTube personality, because you have just made your life public by having your son on there and talking to him, having your son next to your wife while your wife threatens people's well-beings. I mean, and laughing about it and cheering her on. Yes, we're going to make fun of you for that because that's the most idiotic behavior that there is. It's fucking ridiculous behavior, dude. So we're going to make fun of you for it. So yes, if you're going to threaten my physical well-being, you see me on the street and you attack me because you didn't like what I said about this moron. Yeah, I'm going to call the police. Yeah, I'm going to press charges. That's what civilized people do. Civilized adults. I'm not out here trying to win a championship, dude.
Times I've had it called.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, be more creative.
Molly. Shit. I mean, there's a list. I mean, it's like people would call up and make up like these phony police things. And I remember asking this cop, I said, well, you know, I've told you guys and called you guys to not keep coming and showing up at my house. I said, you know, why don't you guys do something about it? Because for some reason the police don't do shit. Okay.
The problem is this. No one thinks the right way. Like, I'm gonna give you an example.
They're having two different complete conversations, by the way, guys.
There was a channel and they kept going after
this dude isn't listening at all.
Betty and Betty and Betty and Betty and Betty, right? And then
right.
And now I'm not cool with them, but somebody pushed the issue, got it in court, and zipped from that channel. That's what I'm talking about. Like nobody mashes the gas like that. And that's what all the emails say.
All right. So what he's referring to is that Crude AF was talking about Betty and covering Betty, and then Betty went and got some bullshit court order that got thrown out. Okay, that got completely thrown out. And then he's acting like that's the right thing to do. Like, man, that's some real smoke right there. No, dude. No, that's cowardly bullshit, especially when you're lying on the court order. Especially when you blatantly lie the way that she did about Crude AF. So, I mean, no, the right thing to do is just be more creative. They're exercising their freedom of speech. You exercise yours. We're exercising ours. You exercise yours. And it's fun. Everybody gets content. You're going to tell me this dude's not getting content by talking about me and by talking about Toast? Of course. It's all fair game. He's the only one mad. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. I think he's a fucking moron, but I ain't mad at him. You know what I mean? I don't have any feelings about him one way or the other. I don't fucking know the guy. I know what I need to know about him in order to not like him, but I don't have any fucking emotions about it. Right, exactly, Toast. It's just fun, dude. Look, and then this guy pops up here. This guy, Butthurt Betty's new boo. Butthurt Betty's new boo. Yeah, Betty's my new boo. Yeah. You look like Baby Gap. We just trying to have fun, man. Hey, Betty, are you gonna wear that strap on tonight? Because that's all mine, baby. Betty. Betty, will you pull my beard for me when you're from behind, Betty? We just having fun, man. We just having fun. Douchebag.
It would be one thing like you got a dude admitting he's an informant, putting people in prison.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I know people hustle to put food on the table, but that same channel, zada nada, right? But that's what it is. Like you got to take.
Oh yeah, I remember when that came out. I remember.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I remember. I can't remember the guy. I can't remember the guy that did it. It was black guy that was out here from a Coward's area in Dallas, and he came
from
Coward's area.
One was Nina Boy, but it was somebody else before him. I can't think of his name right offhand. I'll tell you something. They blasted him, and this is the guy at first that blasted him about this. It came out. Then he Benny started making these videos, and he finally said, "Yeah, I do this." I went to Nina
I know,
Boys, and
yeah.
I was
Nina's
on the
been-
panel
Nina's been on him, bro.
at that time. Everything. Yeah, you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about because
you know, I honestly don't know that. And if that's the case, what you have to understand is he's not making any hate speech. I haven't seen him actually make any technical hate speech. I've heard him use it under the guise of pride speech for himself and his own. That's usually what these cowards do. Like, do you notice everybody like these all these people, like, why are they all like white redneck, like with racist tendencies? At least some not blatantly racist, you know, but they seem to just be drawn to all the racist creators. Like Dolly Vision has like he's a magnet for the racist ones on YouTube. He's like a magnet for them, you know, and he's got that twang. I don't know, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know the guy, but I mean, he just seems to attract that. Upchurch, you know, all them.
Talk about, hey, you talk about somebody that is a fucking weirdo, freak, sicko, would suck a dick for a meth pipe. I mean, I'm not joking. That is Benny. I'm just
projection much.
I'm just saying it wasn't. Listen, it was all this. He got caught, you know. But listen, bro, WipeBoy, man, I've been around. I've seen him from the start. He's been nothing but trouble. He harassed a friend of mine. I have not seen her out here. She's from the East Coast, and all I can say is that she had CPS and everything go to her house.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what's up with the case.
I mean, the thing is, dude, like Benny dances to his own beat, man. Like, that's my boy, you know. But he dances to his own beat, man. You know, like he's the kind of guy, man. He's got a certain way about him, and you take him or leave him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a problem with him at all. I don't think that he's a bad person at all. I think he's quick-tempered, you know, but that's not anything for me to hold against him. You know what I mean? Like, he's passionate about the stuff that he's talking about. I get it, you know, but he seems to have a good heart behind the things that he's doing and saying. You know what I mean? So I don't, you know, I like Benny.
Man,
but the coward with this guy, the way he's talking about coward is total projection, because he's the one going after Benny, and supposedly he's got this Operation Coward campaign that he's supposed to do something to Benny, and he's like, all he's doing is doing nothing. He's not even like, he starts to talk about it and then he moves on to some other stupid crazy subject, some like meth fueled subject. It's really bizarre.
There's a couple channels, man. A couple of channels really break the whole case down. But
so what's the deal with this? What's the deal? I heard I just, it popped onto my on my YouTube one night. I was just going through. You were on with that girl Toast. What was that all about?
Oh,
like, why is she like tripping about you?
So she said, oh, I don't know. So somebody sent me a clip. She says she made I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. She said, I'm friends with Andra Bruce.
You're not friends with Andra. That's bullshit.
What it is?
No, Dolly's friends with Andra.
For her, is politics, man. Like, look, you're. I know you don't like Trump. That's cool. You don't even vote the same way as me. We still have respect for each other. You know what I mean? But like, look at her channel. She will attack nothing but Trump supporters. She's got but she won't speak out about a piece of shit that you're explaining this horror story on. or she'll jump on
That's
this
right.
other dude's
That's
channel
right, because Toast, you're woke Toast.
who literally says he's friends with sex offenders. Like, come on, man. What are we really dealing with, man? It's crazy, man. It's disgusting, but that's back to your point. Like, they will try to group up on you, man. So you just have to outsmart them. You know,
So all I've ever heard Toast do, okay, this is just me, and I almost never miss a live. I think I missed one since, you know, we ended up kind of talking about the same stuff. And I've never heard Toast do anything except speak against racism. That doesn't necessarily, I don't know what her political beliefs are. I don't really know. I don't ask. It's none of my fucking business. You know what I mean? But if you're not a piece of shit, well, then you're against racism. That doesn't necessarily make you part of the woke culture. You know what I mean? Like, but like, it's not political to speak against ignorance and hatred. How is that a political thing to talk about? You know what I mean? So why is he trying to turn what she talks about into politics when it's not? She just points out, hey, you fucking saying certain shit and using certain words are not okay for this reason. Okay? Now, again, this is not a freedom of speech thing. Because if you use the N-word, right? This is my personal opinion. I'm no longer speaking, you know, speculating as to speaking for Bert Toast. I'm not doing that right now. This is my own opinion. My personal opinion on the N-word is nobody should be saying it in any context. I do not believe anybody should be saying it in any context, because one person of color might not be bothered by it, but another one might get really, really upset by it. And it's because it comes from the root of that word comes from hatred and injustice, where their entire culture was robbed from them, and their freedom robbed from them. They were beaten, raped for hundreds of years. Okay? So, and that word was designed to demean them during that time. It was a derogatory word then. And so each individual person of color has every right to take that word as a derogatory attack. So therefore, it shouldn't be said, in my personal opinion. This is why I never say it in any context. I did at my job one time, and I was the manager. One of my employees was like, and all I was doing was singing a Kanye West song, and there was the N-word in the lyric. I didn't mean nothing by it, you know. And then everybody was like, oh, hey, whoa, you know. And then I was like, what? You know, because in my mind, I was like justified. I was like, I don't, you know, I'm not racist at all, man. I'm just saying. And they were like, no, you know, one person was like, you do not get to say that word. Nobody should be saying that word, was her opinion. So this was one individual who has the right to feel that way about it, and to not have someone sit there and use a word that can be used as an attack against them. So that's why I never use the word. And so you know, it's just my belief. They have each individual has a right to be offended by that word based on its nature. And not everything, you know what I mean? Like, somebody calls you an asshole, you know, the only chances are that that's something that you should be hurt by or crushed by is if you had an abusive parent and they called you asshole your whole life, and that might trigger you. Okay, you have a right to be like, hey man, don't fucking call me an asshole. You know what I mean? You have no idea what that does to me. right? I understand that to a certain degree, but you can't ban the word asshole. You know what I mean? You can't cancel the word asshole. You know, it's much different. So to have the argument that a word is just a word, no, it's not necessarily. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm not I do not consider myself woke. I do not consider myself on the right either, but I do not consider myself woke. I just happen to choose to have a personal respect for individuals, for individuals within that certain group of people, each individual. And I think that that is, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. Honestly, I just don't know how else to explain it. But to try to compare the two words, you know what I mean? Like these people do. These people try and justify it by you know, saying, it's just a word and you're a snowflake if you can't take a word. No, that's not just a word. Sorry.
I always want responses and shit. It's what they're used to, but man, messing with the wrong one this time. I'll take all the smoke. Just be prepared.
The fact of the matter is here. It doesn't matter about politics between me, you know, and you. It's never going to be that way. I told you from the day.
All right, I'm done talking about this fool. So, quick reminder, guys. Quick reminder. We have the Beater Betty merch. I remember I shared with you all the receipts at the beginning of this live. So you guys know that these profits for this merch is being donated to charity, every cent of it. And so the new merch that this man has added himself to the merch list for charity. What is the name? Yes. So if you purchase the let me see if I can pull that up again real quick while I have you guys in here. I'm going to shill this stuff a little bit. All right. So here's the Beater Bunch merch. You can see that that's, well, here's the MGL real quick. Let me see if I can get a better picture of that. Better one. Yeah. So you see that's a hoodie right there. Don't be a dumpy dump. And it's MGL's mugshot, and the proceeds to that go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Oh wait, let me make it. There we go. And then we have the Beater Bunch merch, which is a bunch of mugshots of BHB, Battery Betty, right there. And we got all kinds of stuff: t-shirts, mugs, all that stuff. And that the proceeds to that go to oh gosh, Joyful Heart. They go to Joyful Heart, which is a charity for domestic violence survivors, victims and survivors. So now my man made it to the list. Okay. My man made it to the list. Here's a hoodie for for my man. It doesn't blow up. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, it does. All right. So my man lives in Florida, and he's letting you know there ain't no meth gators in those sewers because he is doing all the meth. He is not flushing that meth, people. He is not flushing that meth. And all of the proceeds for this go to Safe Horizon, which is a charity for hate crime victims. Okay. So every cent made off of after Teespring takes their cut, every cent made off of this merch goes to Safe Horizon, which is a charity for helping hate crime victims, resources and information. All right, folks. Let me drop the link in the chat for you. Because I think Cherry left. All right. So here's the link to that merch. Right. I'm not even shilling my own merch right now because I would rather first of all, I want that. I just want those things floating around in public, if I'm being real. But I'd rather these charities get these profits. I mean, you guys do more than enough in cash apps and super chats, and and if you like the merch, sure, buy that stuff too. You know what I mean? But I'd rather sell this merch because I like that it's going to charity. So I'm curious. Somebody was talking about MGL today, and that I should be talking about something. Oh, okay. I think this is what they were talking about. Oh my God. All right. MGL and her ads, dude. All right. So as we know, how long is this? Oh, this isn't that long. So cool. We'll just go over this. So as you know, MGL decided to fly out to the court for the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. Plenty of other channels that are talking about that. Every other channel is talking about this. But now she's back home, obviously. So again, trigger warning. This is why I never watch her, but this is a short video. So we're only going to have to put up with her voice for a little while.
It is pretty much like an open letter to Amber Heard. I'm going to try and be as diplomatic as possible.
I'm prettier than you. I want to be bigger.
I was a spectator for a couple of days in Virginia for this trial between Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. I know I'm not allowed to say Amber Heard. I know I'm not allowed to use the name Amber Heard.
Why aren't you allowed to do that?
I know that Amber Heard does not like to be talked about. For the first time ever, you got a famous person who doesn't want to be talked about.
Jackie G, thank you.
In a positive manner or a negative. So some strange things happened when I was a spectator. I did go alone.
You were the strange thing that happened.
Except for
you were the strange thing that happened. Out of all the strange things that were happening there, you were the strangest.
Or the very kind back and forth conversations between a lot of the young ladies and young gentlemen that are spectators as well. And
dude, I was like, when I found out that she was like going out there, I was like, of course she is. Of course she is. Like, she hasn't been talking about. Now, this is the thing. What you guys got to understand about this is she's acting like she's an expert on this. She has not been talking about this case at all, even though it's been going on since 2016, people. 2016, this has been going on. There's an entire YouTube community dedicated to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard dispute. It's just now that Johnny is taking her to court for defamation. But this has been going on for like 8 years, bro. Not 8 years. Like what, 6 years? Yeah, like 6 years. Like
really big Johnny Depp fans.
So now she's coming off like an expert.
It's only been 1 week, but this 1 week feels like a year. Whoa.
She has no
I wanted
fucking
to
idea
sit
what she's
there.
talking about. She has no idea what she's talking about. I know more about it, and I haven't even been covering it and talking about it. But I actually have made a lot of friends in the Johnny Depp community. Cherry, I met from the Johnny Depp community. That's how I met Cherry. And she became my mod. Like, because she's really active in that community. That's how I met that Umbrella guy. That's how I met Rob's Rules. That's how I met General Zod, Fandom Zone.
And really just see between you and him, like, who really is the culprit. I sat behind you, Amber Heard. The whole Johnny Depp section, no, it was not full. As you know, you look around. I sat behind you. You never once looked at me, but you had a friend look at me.
What?
Very strangely. She was a young lady with short brown hair, her hair tied.
I gotta hear that again.
I sat behind, but this 1 week feels like a year.
Shut up.
Whoa. I wanted to sit there and really just see between you and him, like, who really is the culprit.
So you can tell that by just sitting there and looking at them. Right. Got it.
Sat behind you, Amber Heard. The whole Johnny Depp section, no, it was not full. As you know, you look around.
And she swears Amber Heard gives a fuck about this video and who she is. What they call her, what? Big Juicy.
I sat behind you. You never once looked at me, but you had a friend look at me. Very strangely. She was a young lady with short brown hair, her hair tied up in a cute bun.
This is her claim to fame here, people. Amber Heard's friend looked at her.
Knot and a bunch of tattoos. Like piercings and stuff. And she kept scoping. I smiled at her. Did she return the smile? No. Okay. All right. Maybe she was having a bad day yesterday.
Or maybe she just doesn't give a fuck about you.
I go downstairs for to go to the cafeteria and grab myself a cup of coffee and whatever. And I see a young lady who happened to be sitting next to me. She had glasses, blonde.
Thank God she's not eating, bro. Thank God she's not eating. I swear to God, dude. Her chewing sounds like an army of vaginas marching through mud. It is repulsive.
She was a little mousy, very quiet. And all of a sudden, she wasn't sitting next to me when the doctor testified, and I noticed that she didn't return. I thought it was a little strange, but I just kept on sitting there. So when I went to the Violet, stop it, come here. When I went back to the cafeteria to get myself something, I saw her being consoled by other Johnny Depp fans.
I'm sorry.
And I walked up.
In her case, an army of chicken cutlets.
This is what I do. I love to talk to people that think they're in trouble. Well, guess what? This girl was inconsolable. I said, "What happened over here?" Right? As if I was the mother, I'm a mom, so that's how we talk. What's going on over here? And inconsolable. She was in tears. I was like, "What happened?" Two other ladies said,
"That's how you console."
They cut her wristbands off to get into the court. She's not allowed back in, but she can stay in the courthouse, right? So why? And she said, for a screenshot. They said that you're being ejected because of your social media, Twitter. I don't do Twitter. So, Amber, I'm not someone on Twitter that, tweets you ugly things or says anything about you on Twitter. I do YouTube.
Why is she?
And I call it as I see it.
Why is she trying to kiss up to? I mean, we know why she's trying to kiss up to Amber Heard. Why the fuck does she think that Amber Heard gives a fuck about anything she's saying?
I've called you Amber Turd. Everyone has. I've called you Amber Alert. I've called you Amber Fry accidentally. What do you know? She said that she can't get
That's
back
because
in
you don't know what the
because
fuck
of
you're
a
talking about.
Tweet. Turns out something happened to a young lady named Brooke the day before. She got thrown out for a tweet.
Break free.
I want to break free.
Ready to break
And
free
y'all,
on
like-
your best vacation ever?
Hey, subscribe to Just Say No to Butthurt, formerly Bullhorn Betty. She's hilarious. Yo, I watch almost all your videos unless I miss one because you put out a lot of videos, but you are just adorable, man. She's this character that she's come up with is just the funniest thing in the world. Like, she's got this, like, I'm an airhead, but I'm really smart. I have absolute common sense. And she points out very, very common sense things that all you would need to do is catch. She wears this beautiful disaster beanie. It's just so funny. It's just so funny. I love that channel because her videos are nice and short. You know, they're just fun. Like if I'm scrolling through YouTube looking for something to watch, I click on them because they're like quick and they're always funny.
This first tweet that I had finally seen was actually a threat that was made years ago. These Johnny Depp fans are very, very passionate. They're absolutely lovely, and they don't want this man to be hurting in any way, shape, or form. And that loyalty that you're seeing in that courtroom, whether it be Isaac, whether it be that friendship. I don't think that friendship should have been attacked in any way, shape, or form by your lawyers. But we've moved past that, and that's just my opinion.
Oh, you're good.
My opinion
You shouldn't even be
is
modding
not
in here
as
anyway.
valuable as some people's, but it's kind of important that we all know that we all have the right to freedom of speech, including you, which you have done. And this is what you're on trial for, okay?
No. No, that is not true. Okay? Like, I've seen the evidence. I have, like, this is building for 4 years. She's talking about what she's learned in a week following this trial. Okay? There's a lot more evidence that's going to come forward regarding what Amber Heard has done regarding Johnny Depp. Okay? Just because she printed an article, that's just one thing. She printed an article or she wrote an article, I think it was in Vanity Fair, I'm not sure, that hold on, sorry. Monique, thank you so much. If MGL looked in a mirror, she would see all of her problems. Thank you for that. Right. And why can't Crude have freedom of speech then, right? So like she's sitting here and she's talking about, dude, listen, I've seen, dude, Amber Heard has done some awful shit. Like, now here's my opinion. This isn't going to be popular with a lot of people because people want to choose a side, but I'm saying Amber Heard is no victim of abuse. Okay. I will say that much. She is absolutely no victim of abuse. Okay. I think that they both had, at least at the time, drug and alcohol issues, and both were shitty to each other at times. But so I think that Johnny Depp was a perfect angel? No. Nobody who habitually uses cocaine and drinks, which he admittedly has done, nobody who does that. I got it. Nobody who does that behaves in a normal way 24/7 all the time. They don't have a perfect hold over it. You know what I mean? At times, if you're living in a crazy, shitty environment with your spouse, something is going to happen and you're going to behave in a certain shitty way that's not going to be perfect. And you don't get to call yourself a victim either, at least not in that particular scenario. But the overall look here is she has dragged this dude's name through the mud and made up a bunch of fucking lies about him. She absolutely did. And she did it to get clout on the Me Too movement and try to get all his money. And it's clear, it's obvious, you know. Now, has he said some ugly shit about her? Sure. Dude, if you have, dude, I've been in a relationship with a very, very abusive person, a couple actually, with a very abusive person. And my reactions have been where I would say horrible shit, call a woman things that I would never call a woman. I've done, you know, punched walls and thrown stuff across the room. I've done that shit. I'm not proud of it, but I've done that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it, you're gonna react when somebody is constantly using you and hurting you in order to entertain themselves because they get something out of it. It's going to get to you. And if there's alcohol and drugs involved, it's likely going to get to you quicker. You know? So, but the fact is, and I'm not excusing Johnny Depp's reactions or behavior. What I'm saying is the evidence that I've seen shows Amber Heard being the aggressor. Not to mention her infidelity as well.
This is serious money. And sitting in that courtroom and seeing the curses flying by and the doctor and all these comments is very uncomfortable. I don't want to know what happened in your marriage. I think it's very uncomfortable and it's very, very sad that it has come to this point. So back to the girls. This is the most important. This is the reason I'm reaching out, is to say that Brooke from England came to support Johnny and paid for 6 weeks. 6 weeks so she could be at this trial, right? And she went home. She had to go home in tears. The second one was a tweet from years ago. Years ago. She claims that your father said that you wanted a Johnny Depp, and she got upset and said, yep, I'm a ballerina, I'll stop.
And Toast's answer to that is absolutely accurate right there. It's absolutely accurate. Her response to that is right here. Yes, this is why they do that. This is absolutely why they do that. Because they have that leverage. They have the leverage of using his family, of saying, hey, your YouTube shit should not affect us. And they have that advantage, you know, and it's a cowardly thing to do. Good. And thank you for clearing up that rumor too, because I've been hearing that rumor here and there today. And I don't take that into, and I know he did a live about it. I just have not watched it yet.
Your face in with my feet. That's not a threat. And it wasn't even a direct threat to you. It was to Mr. Heard. Come on. So now this girl is hanging on a string, this poor girl. And we got the press trying to pick this story up. And when I read this story or heard the story, I said, the way the press put it out, I was like, wait.
All this
it didn't exactly go that way.
All this is her clout chasing. That is all this is. What she's doing right now is trying to make money off of her trip to Virginia and what she got out of being in court. She's trying to come up with something that gives her some sort of significance in that in that one scenario. Phantasmagorical, it's good to see you. Yeah, and she knows a lot about the case. Phantasmagorical, she also comes from the Johnny Depp community, so she knows.
How did that even happen? Like, whoa. So the real truth is she can't go back into the courtroom. Hopefully, she will be able to. That second girl, since the girl in London went back. God bless her.
I don't even know what the fuck
But
she's
you wanna know
talking
something?
about.
We cannot threaten people on the internet. We also can't slander people on the internet. I hope that everyone learns something from this
Which you
video.
do on a constant basis.
Is very important.
Constantly. Like that's your content.
Girls, I'm saying, how are they just ejecting you? And they said, Marissa, Molly, whatever the hell you want to call me, Big Juicy, it doesn't matter. I don't call me anything. Your girlfriend had an assignment.
Except don't call her
As your
MGL.
girlfriend sitting in the front row,
Because she hates
texting away. She kept scouring. Is that the reason why she looked at me? To see if she could put my face to a tweet, to have me ejected. When I've never done anything. Okay?
No.
And last night I went live and I started telling everybody exactly what I was seeing in that courtroom as an observer.
Could it be possible that everyone watching everybody following the Gabby Petito case saw you make a complete ass of yourself? Maybe somebody is following the Summer Wells case and saw you make a complete ass of yourself, and somebody thought that's probably not a good idea to have her in the courtroom because she's probably out here looking to start some shit, which is what she was out there to do. But she didn't have the guts to do it because that's the venue that you are absolutely going to get fucking put in handcuffs and thrown in the back of a paddy wagon. Absolutely 100%.
Not as the press.
So she watched her P's and Q's.
Team Johnny, not as Team Amber. Just, this is what's happening. Am I leaning towards Johnny? Yeah. Could that change? Possibly. But I don't know if it will. Hey, Johnny Depp's a legend. Okay? Amber, come on. In my opinion, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because it's not my place to say anything. But your friend, her name is Eve something. That's your friend. You have her. Is it factual?
The
that you
air
have
here.
A woman named Eve Barlow from Los Angeles.
Kelly Blue Book instant cash off.
The air here is that is that she believes that Amber Heard gives a fuck about anything that she's saying, which is hilarious to me.
To throw these young ladies out. I mean, that's sad. These women are coming from Portugal, Italy, California, all over the United States, the UK, and they just want to stare at the back of Johnny's hair.
And that's not creepy. You're defending these women because there's something seriously wrong with that. Like if you're going to, I mean, dude, if you are that much of a fan of a stranger who you've never met and you're that obsessed with them that you would actually travel from Portugal to Virginia to stare at the back of Johnny Depp's head, dude, like the wrong move. And it's my call to decide who gets to stay in the courtroom, who gets to go. Dude, the wrong syllable, dude, you're out. You're out because you're already got red flags all over you. Anybody that would do that would spend that kind of money and go through that long of a flight just for that shit, you're insane. You need help.
For 6 weeks or less, right? You got a great judge. You got a beautiful jury. That's, I believe.
If I did that to Molly Golightly, I'd be locked up. She'd have grounds for a restraining order. You know what I'm saying? If I traveled from here to Tennessee to wherever the fuck she lives, I already forgot. If I traveled from here in Tennessee to her, if she was in court and I was just staring in the back of her head, you know what I'm saying? Now it's different because she knows who I am and she could be like, oh, that dude's harassing me. But even still, it's like, that's the only difference is he's a celebrity. For some reason, it's excused because he's a celebrity. No, dude, that dude has just as much right to safety as anyone else. Now, privacy, yes, but at the same time, you are a public figure. If you are out in public, you are going to be prone to have pictures taken of you. Now, am I going to contribute to that kind of weird fucking mass crazy behavior? No, I'm not going to do that. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're in public and you're a public figure, that's going to happen. You know what I mean? That's going to happen. She fantasizes about that shit. She sits around fantasizing about being the person that people stop in the street. Like, I wouldn't want that fucking life, man. You know, I mean, if the money was good, I would take it, but I wouldn't complain about it. You know what I mean? But like, it sucks. It already sucks. I'm not a celebrity at all. And already, like, people are worried about what my fucking personal life is like. You know what I mean? And that's annoying. That's already annoying. And I have fucking 13,000 people that know who I am, and that's it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm grateful for that many. I'm shocked that it's that many, but at the same time, you know, it's uncomfortable when people are so concerned with who you are personally. You know?
No one is going to know where this is dipping. You know, those little trial scales of justice. Nobody knows how this is going to end. I have my suspicions of how this is going to end. I'm not going to voice it yet because we're only 1 week in. But I just want to say, Amber,
what's up, baby girl?
This is not right. Come on. I'm not trying to be evil. Her name's Eve. I'm not trying to be mean or attack your friend, but to ask her to do this for you actually makes your friend look really, really bad. It does.
She doesn't
and
give a
I
fuck
really
what
think
you're
that
saying.
this is going to backfire on you.
I barely give a fuck
Amber
about what you're
Heard.
saying right now.
If Johnny Depp has his fans, you want to know something? He worked
got nothing better to do right now.
40
It's Friday
years.
night.
He worked for them with every film. And you know what? You have your supporters. You have your supporters. There's many people that love you, Amber, and that are rooting for you just as well. Okay? They're not as passionate.
Bro, why the fuck does this lady think that she's qualified to counsel Amber Heard, bro? Like, first of all, Amber Heard, from what I understand about her, what she needs is a team of fucking psychiatrists working round the clock, studying her. That's what she needs. What she doesn't need is a self-proclaimed life coach who fucking can't even coach her own life and walks all over people, treats everyone in her life like complete and utter shit, and has admitted to Princess dying slowly as being content for her.
As Johnny Depp's fans to come from other countries and stuff, but it is what it is. So I felt it very important to say that and confirm it with a reporter outside that was what's happening. I got so disgusted, I left. Because you want to know something? The focus, Amber, the focus is not Johnny Depp's fans and trying to get them plucked out one by one. The focus is, you know what? I'm here to defend myself. This is serious money.
I don't care.
Period. That's the focus. I think that last night, if you look at my prior video, I was really upset. I was like, dude, I'm afraid to go back down there. I have a husband. I have a child. I have a little dog. I don't want, do I want to be gone for 4 days for the next month? No, I don't want to.
But you had no problem doing that to harass Don and Candace, right? You had no problem doing that. You had no problem jumping on the bandwagon and going all the way to Florida to try to jump all over the Brian Laundrie thing and harass him.
I'm hoping that it'll be shorter, but I'll tell you one thing. If I go down there and I get ejected from the thing,
good night, golf.
I'm going to be so hurt. As long as I don't pull out my cell phone or be disruptive in the courtroom, I have a right to be there as an American citizen. Okay? There's no one that I know that has a YouTube channel that is sitting there in that courtroom.
Yep, there's the clout. Nobody that I know that has a YouTube channel is sitting there in that courtroom but me.
So I'm sitting there. And the reason I'm sitting there is because I'm also going outside as well.
No, the reason why you're sitting there is because you are looking to insert yourself in everything that you see everyone talking about. She saw that Johnny Depp trial basically broke YouTube. And so she decided, oh my God, cha-ching, dollar signs in her eyes. And then she impulsively flew down there and had no idea what to do once she was there because there was nothing that she could do. I was like thinking the whole time, like, what does she expect to accomplish while she's out there? There's nothing. Like, you're not allowed to film it. You're not allowed to do anything. You know, you're not even really allowed to talk about it.
The press is just basically, from what I heard, covering what was publicly put out and then waiting for the lawyers to come out the front to give whether there's some sort of verdict, just when it's time for the lawyers to come out and speak and it's officially done. That's what they're mainly waiting for. And they're going over what happened throughout the day. But for me, being in there, everyone keeps asking, is it exciting?
No, it's a fucking courtroom, dude. There's no fucking way that shit is exciting because it's a fucking courtroom. I don't care who's in it. You know, the only time a courtroom is exciting is if it's dramatized on TV. Like Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson going at it was exciting because that shit doesn't fucking happen in court, dude. Like it's it just doesn't.
In a way,
it's boring as fuck.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
To see,
nobody wants to be in court.
Johnny Depp, who's
nobody wants to be in court. Nobody does.
A legendary actor, try to fight for his career after he's lost so much. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking. And the testimony from his friend Isaac had pretty much all of us a little teary-eyed, even at home. That guy, that guy was honest, and he was so good to you. He was so good to you, and it was hurtful when you said, when you told your lawyers, oh, hey, ask him if he ever paid back the $100,000. And this is where I ask, hey, wait, Amber, you're having your lawyers ask if Isaac paid the $100,000 back.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're in court. That's exactly what you do when you're in court. You bring up points that may help your defense.
For Johnny to take care of his friends and family, that's okay. It is okay. Just the way that you fired your prior assistant, right? You told her that you needed to terminate her work so that you can take care of your mother.
What the fuck?
And I said, oh, that's nice, but yeah, a 6-week heads up for
real,
that
bro.
lady. Absolutely,
dude. You think I'd want to be part of that fucking jury, dude? Think I want to sit around and listen to a couple bickering? You know what I mean? Like, hell no, dude. I don't care that they're celebrities. I don't want to sit around and listen to a couple of people fucking bickering over money and who said this and who said that. Like, hell no, dude. Like, if those are your friends, man, that just makes shit awkward in the room. You know what I mean? You're a weirdo if just because they're celebrities, you like going over there and you want to be part of it and get involved, man. I don't want to. That's between them, dude. I don't want to. Hell no.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She did deserve that. Okay? There's a lot of things that are being said. This Arnica thing, come on. This Arnica thing is just, you're saying it wrong. You're using it wrong. I was a professional makeup artist for a long time. Arnica? All right, whatever. We'll go with the Arnica. We'll go with the Arnica. But yeah.
This lady's so fucking delusional.
Will I do case discussion?
Like, if Amber Heard is watching this, she's like, why is this fucking cockeyed lady talking at me like she knows me, bro? Who the fuck is this idiot?
Yes, but you want to know something? 100 million people doing case discussion all over the world right now. Does my opinion count? No. I just have a very tiny YouTube channel. And I'm praying for the best.
Amber Heard's like, why is fucking Harry Carey in drag talking to me like she knows my life, bro? What in the fuck?
For everyone to move on and get past this. This must be very, very stressful for you. I'm sure you want to get back to your child as well. And this should never have happened. And to put my opinion where it doesn't belong, if your marriage didn't work out, why couldn't you come up with some sort of amicable decision to part ways and avoid all of this? That would have been the nicest thing to do. Last night we looked through your IMDb and your photos, and we were complimenting on how.
Bro, I swear, dude. I swear. Like, God forbid something happened to her physically, like to where, she ended up missing or God knows what. And then they like dug up her bones, bro. Like, they would have to do a test to see if it's a human skull or if it's like a Neanderthal, like left here after millions of years. Like, dude, I'm telling you, her skull shape looks Neanderthalish. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, man. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, an anthropologist is gonna be like, They're just not gonna know. Not right away. They're gonna have to take that shit to the lab and do a real test. Like, I don't.
Beautiful, and how just so we didn't
think
know
about it. Her
that.
lips aren't
We didn't
gonna
know
be
she was
there.
in that. You want something? This is sad, but yeah, your friend Eve Barlow was told by you. She had to have been.
And come on.
She had to have been to look for these people and let's have them ejected. That's what happened. You can't do that. That's not the priority. Put the fans aside. Put the spectators aside. That's it. Let's get this over with. Let's be truthful. Let's have this jury hopefully come to a decision.
Yo, am
Quickly.
I lying though? Am I
And
lying?
hopefully you will move on, Amber, to live your best life. That's all we want. God bless.
Indiana Jones wouldn't even know what the fuck that was if he first looked at it. He'd be like, I'm gonna need a couple of weeks to figure this out. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm serious. Indiana Jones would be the best chance of figuring out, have the best chance of figuring out What's going on with that skull, bro? Yeah, a lot of people snort when they laugh. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're snorting while you're eating, bro, and just that 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 army of chicken cutlets is just fucking goose stepping through mud, and you're snorting at the same time, that's not okay at all. You got to find a way to. You got to go to an occupational therapist or something and figure that out and get that fixed, solved. Can't do that. What's up, Chapters of Crime? Like, you can't. She does it like almost every live, dude. I don't understand, like, how people like, dude, how does she have like 1,000 people in her chat listening and watching that shit, dude? Like, the way she chews, I'm shocked to see her using a fork. You know what I mean? I'm like, you actually know how to use that thing? Like, you don't know how to chew with your fucking mouth closed, and yet you somehow figured out how to use a utensil to shovel that shit in your face. Like, come on, man. Like, it just doesn't add up. One thing doesn't add up with the other, you know? Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, don't people understand how that makes them look? I used to work as a concierge on Fisher Island. Okay. Fisher Island is one of the richest zip codes in the world. All right. Oprah Winfrey had a condo there, right? And all the women in there, man, all the women, like, their faces looked like this. And like they paid money to look like this. Like, it's really weird. All the women that were like over 40 that lived there did that to themselves on purpose. I'm like, you look like a bass fish, bro. Like, why would you pay money to do that? Why would you? I mean, like, are you that bored where you don't have anything to do with your money? You don't know what else to do with your money, but to make yourself look like a bass. And I'm not faulting women for getting some work done. You know what I mean? But like, there's a point where you got to see that now you're fucking yourself up. I can understand somebody being like, you know what? I don't like my nose being so thick. I want to get that. You know, I get that. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, God bless boob implants. I'm a big fan of them. I'm not trying to lie. You know, that's fine. I have no problem with that at all. Like, people who, if you can afford it and you can self-improve, but there's got to be a point where you're seeing yourself. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a point where you get so much work done to where you see this happening and you're just like, dude, I don't like, why did I pay money to make myself look like I'm trying to fucking break the speed of sound? Why did I do that to myself? I just don't understand, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. I bet they just get obsessive about, oh my God, there's this one wrinkle right here. You know? See, that's not healthy at all, dude. dude, can you imagine? Like, I've never been up close to her, but I could just see, like, back in the day, being at the club, you know, and then she just comes up talking about, hi, they call me Big Juicy. And I'm going to be like, good. That's my friend over there. I'm going to go. I can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? Weird, bro. Like, I don't understand people who fucking feel the need to do that much to themselves. I did see the wife swap. I did see that. Yes. I would play it if I wouldn't get a copyright. Like, they'll take the video down for playing that. It's too long. Hey, you think I'm prettier than her? I couldn't. Dude, somebody had sex with her. It's crazy to me. Like, I wonder, like, if you get drunk enough, maybe your eyes cross along with hers, and then you know what I mean? You don't notice the eye crossing. Like, I wonder if that's what happens. Like, you're both drunk enough to where you get, and somehow the chemistry happens, and then you end up bumping uglies, Dude, see, no, man. See, I can't sleep with somebody who I can't, like, look in the eyes and have a connection with. I can't do that. I'm not saying I got to be in love with somebody to sleep with them. I'm saying I gotta, there's gotta be there's gotta be this, like, deep connection. You know what I mean? Like, you know the difference. You feel that. You know what I'm saying? The difference between being in a relationship with somebody for a long time and then you just get to a point where you just don't like them anymore, but you still have sex because they're there. You know what I mean? The difference between that and then that, like, that first time that you sleep with somebody because you actually, like, have that chemistry, that fire between you. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to figure out but that's all in the eyes, dude. That is all in the eyes. I'm trying to figure out, like, what, like, was the dude that she hooked up with cockeyed too? And did they, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. You ever talk to somebody, and I realize that that's a condition. You know what I'm saying? I realize that's a condition. I'm just saying, I don't understand getting that connection with somebody. Like, when they're going, you're really hot. What are you looking at? Are you looking at me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. Do you want to go back to my place and do what? I can't. Yeah. I don't know. Dude, my sentiments exactly. I've talked about that on here. I've talked about that on here. Yeah. Because you imagine, like, I mean, think about it. Can you imagine that you've got this deep connection with Dolly, right? You find him funny, cute, and then and then you see in person what that picture says. You know what I mean? After you've already been like, okay, I'm saving myself till I know that we're going to be in a relationship. And then you unzip pants and get that. And then, like, that's terrible, dude. Now you got to figure out a way to get out of it. Now you got to figure out a way to get out of it. It's terrible. I feel, man. Yeah. Because you can't, yeah, like, That's a sad, sad thing, man. I feel bad for women that like are trying to respect themselves, you know? Like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is I feel bad. Women who are just trying to respect themselves enough to like wait, you know, so that make sure that the person that they're sleeping with, you know, respects them, you know, and it's not just all about the sex. And then, you know, they wait, and then the next thing you know, you get a dolly pecker, and then you're like, you know what I mean? How do I deal with this now? You know? And then if you're this person and you think that sex isn't a big deal, you just learn to live with an unhappy situation, you know. That's sad, man. That's terrible, bro. I feel bad for you guys, dude. Because that's the advantage of being a man and just being a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just like, whatever, you know? Like, like, with enough alcohol, we'll sleep with just about anybody. You know what I mean? At a certain age, it gets to a point to where you grow out of that. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm just not sleeping with just anybody anymore. I'm not doing that. But that's like, you know, it's a sad, sad thing, man. What do you, I mean, now you're stuck with that shit. You're stuck with that shit until, you know, and then you're forced to just be like, okay, well, there's other qualities about him, you know? Because just think about that. Like, you date Dolly for a week, and then that happens, you know? Now, I don't know nothing about the dude's stamina, you know what I mean? But what if he's like, you know, a minute man, and then you're just like, what the fuck did I do, dude? Like, that fucking dude that fucking plays professional basketball hit on me, and I said no because I was talking to somebody. Like, that dude that's 6'5" was fucking hitting on me, and he's an athlete, and I turned him down because that's got to be terrible, dude. Right. I feel you, dude. Like, that's one thing I can't stand is passive aggressive behavior. I don't have patience for that shit. That shit's annoying as fuck to me, dude. Passive aggressive behavior is like cowardly as fuck. And I'm not saying to be aggressive. I'm just saying, like, speak your mind. If, you know, surround yourself with adult people that you know you don't have to be passive around. You know what I mean? You could just be like, hey, listen, this is how it is. You know, somebody you could just rip the Band-Aid off with and have an adult conversation about something that's bothering you. That's how it should be, you know? Like, I see people settle all the time, man, and they end up with people that just, you know, and then that they just don't like because they're afraid of being alone. And then they end up with somebody that they just simply don't like. They can't even hold a conversation with each other, and then they just do weird, stupid, passive aggressive shit, like chew with their mouth open. You know, it's, think about that. Like, not wash themselves to the point to where they smell like chicken cutlets. Sad, bro. It's sad. Guys, I'm gonna call it. I had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me. I hope you have an excellent weekend. I'm not sure when I'll go live again, hopefully before the weekend's over, but I love you guys very, very much. Monique, welcome. Thank you. I love you guys very, very much. We will do this again very soon, my friends.